I want to bring in our first guests here today, the Exum Group. As always, we have Jackie Exum, Senior Real Estate Specialist, here for the Exum Group at Keller Williams, Louisville East, and then Amanda Russo as well. Same title, same place, and a special guest with us here today, Alicia Redfern from Trilogy's Forest Springs Health Campus. Thank you all for being here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Let's talk, obviously, we love when you guys are here on the show. Most of our viewers familiar with the services that you offer for seniors and real estate in general, but let's walk through for any new guests the Exum Group.
Sure. Well, we are a real estate team. We're at Keller Williams, Louisville East. We serve Jefferson County and the surrounding 6 counties, and we offer basic real estate services, and also we help during senior transitions. We have a special niche program, and we help seniors or their loved ones as they are handling the sale of real estate related to senior transitions.
Yeah, and Amanda, one of the things we always talk about when you guys are here is that transition doesn't have to be a stressful process, even though it might seem like it when you get started.
Right, absolutely. We bring with us lots of community partners that help us make these transitions as smooth and hopefully as stress-free as we can make them. They're always going to be, you know, an emotional thing for these families, but when we bring in our trusted partners, such as Alicia and some of the communities in the area, we try to make that go as best as we possibly can.
A perfect transition, so we can introduce Alicia and talk to our viewers who are hearing this, and maybe they are familiar with the services, the great services you provide, but to know that they have another partnership like what you offer to look forward to as they go through this process.
Yeah. So I'm with Forest Springs Health Campus. We are one of 10 local Trilogy buildings here in Louisville. Our campus offers independent living patio homes, personal care apartments, memory care apartments, and skilled nursing, which is both long-term care and short-term rehab. So we've kind of got the whole 9 yards at our campus.
Yeah, and Jackie, so for you guys to have a partnership like this, how does it help you in the work that you do for the folks you help every day?
Well, it's a fantastic option when somebody's trying to figure out where are we going to go, or where are we comfortable sending our loved one. I actually had a client very recently who moved into the patio homes over there, and he loves it. It's fantastic, and they have so much socialization there. So it's not just where are we housing mom or dad, but what amazing options are there for fun activities, because that socialization piece is super important.
And I'm sure too, hearing those success stories, Amanda, was people are going through a process that, you know, they don't know that they're going to have a story like that to tell at the end. When you hear those testimonials, if you will, what are those moments like?
It's wonderful that we get to guide them through this process, and I tell a lot of families when we talk about moving into a senior community, these communities like this didn't exist, you know, when we were doing this like with our grandparents, and so they don't understand. It's almost like a resort. They get, you know, they get meals, they get activities, they get transportation, all these wonderful things that are brought to them on a daily basis, housekeeping. So instead of, you know, saying, you know, maybe we're going to some of the buildings that might be kind of like sad, like the nursing homes, like these buildings are fantastic, and being able to teach them about that is always wonderful.
I joke around often that it's not your grandma's nursing home.
No.
Right. It's a new world.
Yeah, a step above, so it's awesome.
Let's talk a bit more about that, Alicia. If somebody's at home watching this and they think, okay, I need the group here, I need Exum Group at Keller Williams, Louisville East to help me transition out, but where you are is the exact place I've been picturing. What's more of what they could expect?
Yeah, so our community is like a family. I tell people that all the time, and I know that probably sounds a little cliche, but I mean, it really is the case that these residents are looking out for each other just as much as the staff does, just as much as you would expect that you would look out for your parents at home.
It's great to hear that, especially knowing, again, that our seniors have taken care of all of us throughout their entire life, and to have these great options for them to transition to. You love to hear about it. Okay, let's talk a bit about the presentation panel that you guys are going to have going on.
Yep. We, on next Tuesday, July 18th, we are having a lunch and learn at Forest Springs Health Campus. Alicia, tell us your address there.
Yeah, so that's going to be 4111 Wooded Acre Lane.
Okay.
And they'll be serving delicious lunch for everybody who comes. It's an educational panel with several different kinds of senior experts, I'll say. We've got ourselves as this real estate team. We have an estate planning attorney, Joni Buttorf of Your Land and Title, and then we have a financial advisor, Matt Williams of Edward Jones. So we will be there to talk a little bit about just important considerations and help answer questions.
And it's great to hear that's almost full service, because as people are transitioning to this next stage, real estate's an option to this. Financial planning is something you have to deal with. Healthcare. There's so many things that you're juggling. What else would you like people to know if they're sitting back and saying, hey, this sounds like something I need to learn more about?
Yeah, I just want them to just come and just experience it. And it's a very open forum. It's going to be very relaxed. So they can ask us questions that maybe they've been kind of burning in the back of their mind but don't know where to go or who to ask. This is what that's for. It's for us to share the services that we offer, but most importantly, help them get the questions that they've had answered.
I was going to say, is there a question, is there a main question that you guys hear over and over again from people? There's probably so many of them.
There's so many. And the interesting thing about this panel is it touches on sort of three major people that should be part of the dialogue when you're considering a downsize or a senior transition of some sort. You really need to be talking to an attorney. You really need to be talking to a financial advisor, and you really need a senior real estate specialist. So the goal is that we brought everybody together to sort of full circle answer all the questions.
So bring the list of questions with you, because there'll be somebody to answer them. Okay, I'm going to go down the row here and do more information on all the things we talked about. Let's start with your great organization, website, where people can go for more info, and then we'll move on down the line, because I want to talk about this presentation again one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm with Forest Springs Health Campus, and you can find us at forestsspringshc.com. Also, feel free to look us up on Facebook, and you will find more information about the event that we're hosting next week.
Yeah, Amanda, let's hit the event one more time.
Okay, so next week we are having the panel with the senior real estate and the attorney and the Edward Jones financial advisor. It's going to be at Forest Hills campus and Forest Springs. I'm sorry.
Forest Springs at noon.
Yes.
At noon. So come by, bring your list of questions, because we are all going to be here ready to answer them for you.
And I would like to add, we do want people to RSVP, because the room has limited capacity, and the last thing we want is to turn anybody away at the door. So please give us a call and RSVP. Preferably sometime this week would be perfect. Alicia, best phone number to call you at?
Yeah, so best phone number is going to be 502-523-9224.
Well, thank you so much, all three of you, for the great information, for putting on events like this for the seniors in our community, and then, of course, as always, for the work that you guys do each and every day.
Thank you so much.
All right, hope you'll stick around with us here on Wave Listens Live. We got a lot more coming your way, including Kentuckiana Crime Stoppers. The Most Wanted list is up next.